how do you go from winning the Nobel Peace Prize to being blamed for a humanitarian crisis all in just months?
Ethiopia's Nobel Prize-winning prime minister sidelined Tigray's powerful regional leaders.
Henry Kissinger, Yasser Arafat, and Abiy Ahmed have two things in common: war and the Nobel Peace Prize. The Prime Minister of Ethiopia, who won the award last year for helping unify his country,
Abiy Ahmed Ali, for his efforts to achieve peace and international cooperation,
is today engaged in a bloody civil war in the north of his country that has displaced thousands of people. Not all Peace Prize winners have started wars, of course.
It fills me with humility and gratitude to know that I have been chosen as the recipient of this foremost of earthly honors.
Most have done something extraordinary to merit the $1 million that come with this shiny new medal and what some call the most prestigious prize on the globe. After all, Martin Luther King Jr., Nelson Mandela, and Malala are all Nobel laureates.
This is really an encouragement for me to go forward and to believe in myself.
But for some, the line between war and peace has become more blurred. The dichotomy begins with the founder. Alfred Nobel was a weapons trafficker and the inventor of TNT. His nickname was Dynamite King. It's believed Nobel decided to create the prize after a French journalist accidentally published an obituary on him, instead of his deceased brother, entitled "The Merchant of Death is Dead."
He was disappointed. This may have influenced him in setting up the Nobel Peace Prize.
Thanks to that unflattering epitaph, the Nobel Peace Prize was founded and continues to be awarded annually.
This is not only the most important peace prize there is, it's the one that the whole world is paying attention to.
Let's take a moment and talk about the Nobel Peace Prize.
The Nobel Peace Prize will be handed out at a ceremony in Oslo tomorrow.
The United Nations World Food Program is the winner of this year's Nobel Peace Prize.
The Nobel Peace Prize gets so much attention every October. We in the West treat it as a moment when we sort of decide to perform our values as the West. What is it that we care about? Who do we think is doing good in the world?
Concerning the human rights, there are no national boundaries. All humanity on this planet is the same.
While the main goal of the Nobel Peace Prize is to recognize an individual, organization, or cause for their peace-building efforts, much of the controversy stems from the committee choosing aspirational icons. Criticisms abound when laureates go on to commit, defend, or are generally associated with atrocities.
From the 1970s forward, the award was increasingly given to promote versions of domestic political change, always in line with the larger ambitions of the liberal international order. And of course, some we have seen were not quite as committed to the Nobel Peace Prize Committee's vision as we thought.
I'm sure that your words to us today will be written in gold.
The Nobel Peace Prize, a pleasant prospect, but quite improbable.
Aung San Suu Kyi helped bring democracy to Myanmar and was awarded the Peace Prize for it in 1991. 26 years later, in this BBC interview with journalist Fergal Keane, she was defending her country against accusations of ethnic cleansing.
Do you ever worry that you will be remembered as the champion of human rights, the Nobel laureate, who failed to stand up to ethnic cleansing in her own country?
No, because I don't think there's ethnic cleansing going on. I think ethnic cleansing is too strong an expression to use for what's happening.
Another winner, former US Secretary of State Henry Kissinger, is often pegged as a terrible laureate for the role he played in multiple atrocities in Cambodia, East Timor, and Bangladesh.
An activist from the anti-war group Code Pink attempted to perform a citizen's arrest of former Secretary of State Henry Kissinger.
The accumulation of laureates that have gone on to behave in a less than noble fashion has brought a lot of scrutiny to the award. Even Obama was skeptical about winning.
I am both surprised and deeply humbled by the decision of the Nobel Committee.
For many, his decision to increase troop presence in Afghanistan and his deadly drone program left a bitter taste. In Obama's case, he'd been president for less than a year, was involved in 2 wars, and had overseen more drone strikes than George W. Bush had carried out during his entire presidency when he won the prize.
And I did get the Nobel Peace Prize.
Oh, really? What was that for?
To be honest, I still don't know.
Okay, good. All right.
We felt that Obama understood our point, which was that he stood for all these basic causes, and we should give him a hand. We should give him support so that he could have a stronger influence in international affairs.
There are certainly those who claim that the committee is meddling in current affairs in a way that they're trying to steer the course, and the attempt of the committee is to try to give a push in the right direction. Of course, they have to be careful not to produce a situation that is counterproductive.
The winner is decided by a committee of 5 people selected by the Norwegian government.
First call that we got from the Nobel Committee, I answered the phone. It was completely overwhelming.
Wow, what an honor. I feel like I have to collect myself for a couple of seconds.
ICANN was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize for our work to raise awareness of the humanitarian consequences of nuclear weapons, but also our efforts to achieve a treaty prohibiting nuclear weapons. The 5 recognized nuclear weapon states, the US, UK, France, China and Russia, boycotted the Nobel ceremony. They see the treaty as a threat to their nuclear weapons.
Winners are also under an international spotlight for the rest of their lives.
That we cannot bring peace by turning our backs on each other.
طبیعتاً کسی که این جایزه رو میبره بایستی رفتاری داشته باشه بعد از بردن برای اینکه بهش جایزه دادن که توانست بین صلح رو در کشورش بین قبایل مختلف برقرار بکنه، آشتی بکنه. میبینیم که خودش باعث برهم زدن صلح شده.
Hit or miss, the Nobel Peace Prize will continue to draw the spotlight once a year.
I think it would be a wonderful thing if the Nobel Peace Prize could be revoked.
Criticism against Aung San Suu Kyi is getting so much traction precisely because she won the 1991 Peace Prize. In that sense, the Peace Prize is probably doing some good after all.
What really changes things is long-term movement building, institutions, international law. And I think that the Nobel Prize awards that, but people also think that's boring. People want faces, they want individuals, they want figureheads, they want, MLK, Mandela.
We will never have a perfect record. It's impossible to have a perfect record. So we should leave it as it is, make our best effort to select the best people and hope for the best.